everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you to my subscribers and welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please be part of this family, this journey, by subscribing, like, and share, comment. It's very important to help us YouTubers grow the channel. Thank you so much, everyone, and for your beautiful comments, the people in the crochet groups that I'm involved in. I can't thank you enough for all your beautiful comments and your support. Thank you so much, everyone. And for the newcomers, I hope you really enjoy this and you get to create these beautiful pieces with me. Okay, so I am going to create a beautiful flower that is applicable on every pattern you can possibly imagine. And it's a gorgeous flower. And I'm going to use size 4. I'm going to use this as my centerpiece of the flower. You can use whatever color you like. This is 100% cotton. This is Portuguese thread. And I also have the 1 kilo white, size 4 also, 100% cotton. All the information about these threads, I will leave it on the description box because there's a lot of people asking me on the groups, where do I get my threads? So I pretty much contacted the lady that has these threads and ships them anywhere you are in the world. So I pretty much got all the information and will be putting them on the description so you can contact her directly. I think it's easier this way. She does have a YouTube channel also with the threads, and you can check out some. And her Facebook page also, I will be putting it in the description. You can go directly to her page and you can see the many multicolored threads that she has. And also on many different other sizes. This is size 4. She also has 6, which is thicker because these are threads imported from Brazil that she orders. And she's in Portugal, obviously, but she does ship anywhere, and she does take PayPal. So, size 4, white, cream, beige, you name it, she has it, and all the other multicolored ones like I usually use on my patterns. So you have size 6 also, which is thicker than this 4. You have size 8, which is way thicker, and size 10, much thicker, until she has size 20, which is very good for rugs, carpets, bathroom carpets, and bedroom and things like that. It's fantastic. Size 10 and size 20 is perfect for that. Also in every color that you can possibly think of. So you can contact her personally and take it from there. I don't gain anything by it. I'm not promoting any kind of thread. I'm just helping out people that have been asking me a lot for these threads. Where can they buy them? So I'm just filling you in the information. The rest is up to you. And we're going to get started on this. So thank you, everybody. And for the newcomers, if you do subscribe, please don't forget to hit the notification bell for new uploads, because I do a lot of uploads. Okay, let's get started, everybody. Thank you. Oh, and before I forget, size 3 needle, and you'll be needing a scissor. Also, if you want to use some pearls, you can put on your center of your flower. The choice is yours. Okay? Okay, so we're pretty much going to start to do the magic circle. Now, I know some of you have said, I'm just going to move this out of the way because it makes shadow on the recording. Some of you have a hard time to do the circle, the magic circle ring, which is very simple. I'm going to even get it a little bit closer. And you can just turn it once. Okay? Turn. Just like that. Okay? Just turn once. And put it behind the thread you just turned. You'd go in and you pull the thread through. And then you would do your 3 stitch. And you'd work inside of the magic ring. I'm going to do 16 regular stitches. So you can do the same. So very simple. If you find that it's too wide, you can always pull on it and tighten up a bit, but don't do it too much because you need to fill your 16. And if you still have a hard time with it, then just give 6 small stitch to make your chain and tie it in. So 16 stitches inside. Once we have done the 16 stitch, then you can pull onto your thread. Sorry about the dogs and sorry about all the noise of construction that's going on behind the house here. I have no control of that. So you'd lock it in the third place. You'd go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Turn once, and you come back onto the same place where you started your chain. And you do 1 chain stitch. 1 separation, turn again once, you skip 1, which is this one here. So you skip 1 and you go into the next one. And you're going to make these little V's, okay? 1, 2, and 3. Turn once again, go back to the same one. So you're going to have like these V, you're going to form these V's, okay? And 1, 2, and 3, turn once, skip 1, go into the next one. So we're going to do this repeatedly throughout this row. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. I'll meet you at the end. So we're coming to the end. 1, 2, 3. I'm on my last one. You're supposed to have 8 V's and 1 separation, and we're going to lock it in here on the third place. 1, 2, and 3, and lock it in. Okay, so you're supposed to have 8 of these V's. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to cut my thread and I'm going to change color. So what I like to do is to make sure that nothing's going to come apart. I give it a knot. It doesn't matter where in between these loops because we're going to cover it with the stitches, so it's not going to appear anyway. So you give it a knot and you go through a few more loops just to be secure that once you wash it or whoever you're giving it to, nothing comes apart. Okay, so that should be good enough because we are going to stitch from the inside of all these little V's. Okay, so I'm going to use the white. And you turn once and you lock it in. You go inside of any V and you lock in your stitch, bringing your thread, your yarn to the back already to make sure that you're hiding it. Okay, people, so I made a mistake. We're not going to do the inside. We're going to do right on top of your stitch here, okay? So you lock it in on your stitch here like that. Bring your thread, your yarn to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you're going to give 8 chain stitch. and you're going to come into the next V here, okay, and you're going to lock it in with a small stitch like that. So you're going to have like a bigger loop, okay. You would turn once, because what we're going to do, we're going to work inside of the V stitches, okay. We're going to put 3 stitch here, regular stitch, and 3 stitch here, and then we're going to work our way around this big hoop. So you turn once. See if I can get you even a little bit closer. And you turn your needle, and you'd come and work inside of your side stitch here, okay. So you come in, and you come and you take it out from there, and you turn your work so it makes it easier on you, and you're gonna make your first stitch. We're gonna do 2 more in here on this side wall of the V. So now we have 3 stitch. Now we need to come up the other side wall of the V. So what do? We go back in. Very simple, not complicated. Just come back into the side wall, and we're going to do 3 more stitches in here. 1, 2. It makes it easier if you turn your work. And 3. So if we turn it to the front, it's going to give us that effect, 3D effect. Now we're going to go directly into the white loop, and we're going to do 8 stitches in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You can pull it a little bit together like that. Okay, it's going to turn out to be like this once it's done. So now that we've done the 8 regular stitch inside of this big loop, we're going to go up 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to make a little pom-pom. It's like the separation of this paddle. So we're going to go into 2 loops here, and we are going to lock it in. Again, the 8 regular stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And here's your first paddle. Now, you'd come where the other V is, and you lock in your stitch with a small stitch. And it's going to be like that. We're going to do it again. 8 stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to come to the next V wall. This is a V. And we're going to lock it in with a small stitch. So you have the other loop. You turn once, you're going to work on the side wall here, and then we're going to come up this side wall right here. Okay? So you come in like that. You bring your stitch in Turn your work to the side, make it easier to work. Whoops. And you're going to do 3 regular chain stitch. 2 and 3. You're going to come this up wall now of the V, as you can see here. Okay. And we're going to work on this side of this wall of the V. And we're going to do 3 more. So it's easier when you turn your work to get your stitches in there. 2, 3. Turn your work to the front. You go inside of the big loop and you're going to do 8 chain stitch in here. Regular stitch. 1, 2. I think it's getting blurry. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're going to make your little pom-pom. 1, 2, and 3. You come in between the 2 loops here. You pull it out and you give it small stitch. And again, 8 regular chain stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you have your second one. And then you'd come to your next V wall, which is right next to it, right? And you give it a small stitch, lock it in. And this is what it's starting to look like. Then you go up your 8 stitch again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You come to the other wall of the V. You lock it in. You turn once. You're going to work on this side wall here. So you come in. Turn your work to the side. And you're going to do 3 regular chain stitch inside of the side wall of the V. So you have 3. Turn once again, turn your work, and you're going to work inside of the other wall of the V. And you're going to do 3 chain stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Turn your work to the front, turn once, and you're going to start working on the big white loop. And you do your 8 stitch, regular stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You go up 3 for your pom-pom, 2 and 3. And you come inside the 2 loops here and you lock it in. Turn once and you do your 8 chain stitch, regular chain stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you'd come to your next V and you lock lock it in with a small stitch. And you proceed again with your 8 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you lock it in the next chain V there. Small stitch. Turn once. You come inside of the wall, side wall. Turn your work, make it easier. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work again. And you're going to work inside of the other wall here. So you make 3 more. 1, 2, whoops, and 1 more. 3. Turn your work to the front. Turn once and work inside of the loop. We're going to make 8 regular chain stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3 for the pom-pom. Come and grab the 2 loops here and lock it in. And 8 more to finish making the paddle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you have the other V right next to it. You lock it in. And you start your 8 chain again to make your loop. So this is pretty much what it's going to look like. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous flower. I'll see you at the end. Okay, people, so we're pretty much doing the last one. As you can see, I just did my 8 stitch. I'm going to work on the side wall. Turn your work, makes it easier. One, 2, and 3. I'm going to work on the next side wall. And 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to work on the big white loop. Turn your work to the front and do your 8 stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, and 3. Grab the 2 and do 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, as you can see, we're at the end here. So you want to lock this in, and you would just come and lock it where the other one is, where we started the other one. So it can stay the same and firm. Now, you have these loops here in the back if you want to work around them, or you can create loops in order not to touch the pink ones. You could have just continue from here and do 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say, or 3 if your stitch is too tight. And you can come here either on the pink behind it, or you can just overlap on the white. But I would do the pink so it can hide behind here. And you close it with a small stitch. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use this to do granny square or round. And you lock it in between the 2 petals in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you come between the 2 petals where the pink is in the middle. And you lock it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, the same thing. So you're making little loops if you want to work on them in the back. To make leaves, to do your granny, to make round, to attach into any pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you come into the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're at the end. Coming to the end, you would just go inside of the first stitch here. Or you'd continue your work and make your stitches through the loops if you're using the same color. And you'd lock it in. If you're changing colors and putting, let's say, green for leaves or things like that, or other petals. So this is to pull it into the front, the thread here in the back, and this is to put your pearl. So you pull your thread through the front, and you can put, I guess, any color you desire. You can go into the pink. That's so pretty. Or you can go into a lighter shade like that. That gives it more, let's say, elegant. You have the yellow, but I don't know if you'd want to put the yellow. It's pretty too. I think I like this color. It makes it soft, classy. So I will add this the lightest. It's like lavender. I think it'll go better with that pink. You pretty much just tie it into your pearl. Oh, that's not good. I pulled one thread only. Maybe if sometimes you have to loosen that up a bit. Okay. Now, you have to line it out straight across where your thread is, so the pearl doesn't come out crooked. Like that. You turn it into the bottom here. So you'd come in through some of the loops back here. you'd pull your thread, your yarn through it, and you hide it. I like to always give it a knot to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. So I just knot it, pull the thread through it, pull on it, and proceed hiding the thread through the loops inside here. And now you're okay. So now you just cut your thread, your yarn, whatever you're using. And now you do the same thing with the leftover, the white. You go through some of the loops back here. Better grab this because this needle will get that. And if you're doing leaves and things like that, well, that's gonna go right on top of it, so you know it's secure. It's not gonna go anywhere. So I'm gonna give it a knot here too. And then you can cut the excess. And your flower is pretty much done. Now, like I said, if you want to use the green, you can use it. So this is about it, people. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful flower. I'm sure you've seen these ones also that I have done just a few days ago, the tutorial on them. So you could always look them up. And this is our newest one. So thank you so much, everybody, for being part of this journey. I can't thank you enough. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Any questions, please feel free to leave your comment or email me. It's my pleasure on helping you out to create these beautiful pieces. Thank you, everyone, and God bless everybody. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.